Guys, welcome back. It's Jewel. Hopefully today will be the last of this in this series, and this is part 6 of our accordion file, or accordion cover folio style journal. And if you've been following along, it should be together by now if you're making one, and this is what it's going to look like from the back. This is the spine, but I'm actually going to decorate that. So, and then it just pops open like this, and whips like this, and then it will also pop open the other way like that. So what we're going to do today is we're going to sew the signatures in. So I went over that. We have 3 signatures in this, and let me grab a ruler, and I will tell you I think it's 1 1/4 inch. The spine is 1 1/2 rather. And so I'm going to make a template. I'm going to do a simple three signature, a simple 3-hole pamphlet stitch on this. So first thing I want to do is I'm going to grab this piece of paper to make a template, and I want 1 1/2. So I'm just going to go a little short of that, just so it fits right in the middle. And I'll show you if you haven't done sewed in signatures before. If you've sewed in signatures and you're old pro at it, you can skip this whole part and go to the end when we finish out the spine. And then I usually just go ahead and mark it this way. I had a pencil here it is. And that is the length. Let me trim that off. Then I'm going to open this up. Okay, so here's what we're going to use as a template. Let me open this like this, and it fits right in there. Okay, so we're going to be sewing the 3 signatures in here. All right, let me grab a foam book back here, because that's what I use to put under my paper when I'm poking the holes. So this is kind of a short, let me go to this side, kind of a short, it's not a very tall one, so I want to, it's such a simple thing when you're doing 3 signatures, because you know you're going to want to put your middle signature right in the middle. In a simple way, I've got this Tim Holtz middle finder ruler thing here, but even a simpler way to do that would be to simply just fold your paper in half. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half, and this makes it super simple just to find the middle, and that will be your middle signature. So it's going to be right down this center thing. And I want to bring it down, I usually come down 1 inch, but because this is this is not a very long journal, I'm going to just drop it down 1/2 inch. Let me just mark a pencil here on my middle. 1/2 inch for the first hole. So 1/2 inch is right here. Do I want to do 3/4? I think I'll do 3/4. So there's the 3/4 mark, and then I want to do the same thing here. Hey guys, that's not nice. That is not nice, guys. I think they're arguing over a bone. So here's 3/4. And then a simple way to find the middle, because I want the 3rd signature to be in the middle, I just simply do this again, or you can measure, and then that's the middle. Okay, so that's going to be the middle hole. Let me go ahead and mark it now. There's all kinds of ways to do this. This is just what I've been doing for years. It's simple for me because I've been doing it. But you might find an easier way to mark your signatures. Okay, and then I just want to line that up straight across, because then I'll know that I'm going to put my other holes on that line. Oops, it's a little crooked. Okay, dogs are a little frisky right now, so I hope they behave. Now, I want to put a little arrow like this so I know that this is going to be my template facing up when I mark the holes in my signatures. Now, what I usually do to find these is I'll find the center between the middle hole and the end. So this right here is the center. Whoops, let me get on that line. Hold on. And you can just measure it, or you know what, if you don't even want to be that specific, you can eyeball it. And then I just draw a line all the way down, and then I know that that's where I want those holes. If I can stop, get this even. It's not even. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. And then again, you know, you can just fold that in half, just like this. That's why 3 signatures is so simple to do. So you just line your paper up on those holes, just like that. Then you know it's going to be here, and it's going to be here, and it's going to be here. And I might be a little off on these, so I'm going to redo that way. So just fold it over to meet that middle. There's also template guides that you can buy, but I don't find that necessary. And actually I was right pretty close. Okay, so there's our basic template. And let me do this, and then I'll show you what we're gonna do next. We're gonna go over and mark the holes in the spine, and I think I might use a just kind of flatten this out. You can use a little clip here if you want to clip this, but I don't do that. What I do is, you can use a pen and mark it, but I don't do that either. I just come right in and put a little hole there, then I'll come back and I will get all the way through. So okay, I have a bigger awl here that I'm going to use to get, well, that's not very sharp. That one's not gonna work for me. I might send that back. I thought it was going to be my good old Tim Holtz tonic one. Guys, stop. Okay, I'm just lifting this up a little bit. There. And that nice holes all the way through. kind of a heavier chipboard than I thought. Okay, now we're ready to put the holes in our signatures. Okay, I usually sew in the middle signature first, and we will do that. But make sure when you prepare your signatures, your papers, you go all the way through and look at them, make sure everything's right side up. Because I have done this before and it hasn't been right side up, and you know, then you have to tear it apart and start over. Okay, let me find the middle. Let's see the middle. And where's the middle? Still not the middle. Not the middle. There's the middle. All right, so everything's, let me show you a little trick too. What I do is I usually come in and go like this to make sure they're nice, they're all the way back, and it makes it easier when you put your holes in it through. Ricky, I'm gonna shut the window. I'm gonna shut the thing. And I just clip up the pages because it secures them, so when I'm putting the holes in, I'll leave that one there. And grab my template once again. Now this is going to be the first signature. So I usually come in and just line up that line. Now these papers are a little bit shorter, so I'm just eyeballing where I want the holes or the template to so it's in the middle, if you get my gist. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do a little hole there, do a little hole there, and do a little hole there. Guys, stop. Stop it. You're not behaving. And we've got a hole there, and a hole there, and then a hole here. Yeah. All right, so this will be the first one. This is going to be the third signature because the folder, and here's the middle, and there again, I'm just going to come in and I'm going to go like this. This is my own. I know, it seems a little strange. And whoops, let me grab some clips. Holding these nice and tight. Flip it, clip it. Okay, and this is going to be the third signature, so it's this side here, and we're going to line it up pretty close to the way I did the other one. You know, if you're new at this, just take a pen and mark your holes, but I've been doing this a while, so I just go right for it. All right, and get all the way through. And I usually kind of fold my pages over when I'm doing this, so I don't have to hunt when you're like sewing. Sometimes you kind of have to hunt to find your thing, and this one is useless. Whoops, that's not that, and this is this. This is way too big. I think this, I just ordered this. I think it's for like leather goods or something. So it's going back to Amazon. And then the middle. So usually what I do with the middle signature is I will just put this right in the middle. Just like that. And then let me bring that up. And again, just eyeballing. And there, and there, and there. And that one's through. This one. Let me take these little booklets out. It'll be easier to sew it and through. Okay, let's move that aside. Let's move on with the thread. Now you can get waxed linen thread. It works real well. But I'm just going to wax my own. This is a real heavyweight crocheting yarn, and when you sew, you're going to need about 3 times the length of your signature. Let me grab my scissors. And I'm going to need 3. 1, 2, and 3. Go a little longer, maybe if you want beads hanging out the bottom of your, so this is the 3rd one, 2, and 3. And I probably will only sew 1. Well, now, I might have to sew all 3 of these through. Or I'll come back to decorate the spine. Once you see 1 sewed. So what I do is I'm just going to run the thread through this wax. And that just helps it to glide through while you're sewing it. And also, sorry guys. Guys, no. No. I'm so sorry, guys. Ricky, Lucy, stop. I know I might do this whole video over if they don't behave. So get a good coating of wax on there. There we go. Put that aside. Let me grab my needle. Wait a minute, I got one right here. Tucked right in my thread. Okay. I always do the middle signature first. If I'm doing 3. If you're only doing a 2 signature, you know, a 2 signature, oh jeez. Come on, thread. I think I've got, there we go. All right, pull it through like this. Grab your spine, and this is going to be the middle signature, the little tag in pocket booklet. I'm just going through the middle, out the back, up through, up through there, and through the back of that one. Let me just give you a little hint here. So this doesn't pull through. I usually take just a tiny clip like this, and that way it won't pull through. Just to hold my thread. Okay, then we're gonna go back through the middle, and this is where you just want to make sure you don't go through the thread. You don't want to split your thread. And I think I'm good. Or did I split my thread? I might have split my thread. Let me see. I can't tell. No, I don't think I did. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and then back through the bottom, and then up through that last hole, and back through your last hole in your signature. I'm kind of away from the, kind of doing this back. Whoops. Come on. There we go. I usually have my head right up over it, but, and get a good tight, oops. So I check it on the back, and it's a little cumbersome because, you know, we have all of this over here we're dealing with. So if you can find a way to, you know, you could probably put your signatures through the spine before you attach it, and that might make it easier, probably make it a lot easier. Take that off, and then I just bring my needle through, and we'll do another one so you can watch me again. There we go. Tie it. I usually put 3 knots. Make it nice and secure, and cut off these, and I'll probably put a little bobble or something on that. So there's the middle, okay, and this is the last signature. So we'll go ahead and put that one in, and I think we're still good with time. I really wanted to finish out the spine, but I will show you what I'm thinking. Come on. Okay. In through the middle. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Let me just grab another. Clip that so that doesn't really get in the way while I'm working. And let me just do this. A paper clip works well. And through the middle and up. I'll just go up through the bottom here. And through this bottom, whoops. All right, sometimes that one's not wanting to find its way through the middle. So sometimes you gotta kind of just go in and work its way. Let's try it again. No, there we go. And through, then back through the middle. Usually when I'm working with a book, I have to flip it around when I'm doing this. Come on. And through here. And through here. And through here. All right. There we go. Okay, let's tighten this up. Let me check on the other side. It's nice and taut. This is a very strong thread, so I'm not concerned about breaking it. And tie knot 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. Take these off. And what I'm going to do, I know my book's upside down, is take that signature, then let me flip it back around, and here's my 3rd signature, and we will quickly sew that one in. And then we can move on. I might be a little out of frame right now, guys, because I got to get right up on this because I cannot see. There we go. Okay. Through the middle. Through the middle. Let me just tuck this right in here. Up through the bottom hole. There we go. That isn't completely in the middle, is it? That hole doesn't look like it's, whoops. Yeah, pretty close. Okay, let me flip the book because it's easier that way. Go back down through the middle. What's going on here? Oops. There we go. And then down through there. And then up. And last time. All right, let's get this tight. Let me check from the other side. Tight. Bring it through there. Take this off. And let's get this tight. Pull my needle off. 3 knots. 1, 2, 3. And take our clips and see how it looks. 1, 2, and 3. Let me flip this back around. And we have our signatures all sewed in. Let's go ahead and put our book together. There it is. There's your 3 signatures. Now, what I want to do with this is I want to put a closure on this, and I'm going to, because this is going to pop open, I'm going to run the closure across the middle of the spine here, and I'm going to use seam binding, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. I am going to dye it for you. I take a box. Let's see, I take the seam binding's getting a nice size thing of it. That'll be plenty, and what I don't, you can choose to dye this whatever way you want. I wanted a little glimmer mist on it because that's, let me stand up for this. Let me put all these away. Okay. This is Dilutions, whatever, it's a mica spray because it gives a little shimmer. And if you take a look at the top of my tags, and actually I need 2 more there, there's a little shimmer to them, and I used this, and then I also used a little bit of this one, and this one's called, I don't know. Did I use this? Vibrant Turquoise? I don't think I used that. Let me just see how dark this gets. And the beauty of this is I can use these pages after, and they really come out nice. Because your mop-up pages, yeah, this is the color I used. So I'm just going all across the mop-up pages because I want to use these in my next project. And then let me just mop up some of this down here. And you guys you can make your own sprays. There's all kinds of videos out there how to make your own mica sprays. I have mica and I have, Ricky, no. All right, then what I usually do, because I like it crinkled, I'll just take a heat gun, a heat tool, and kind of crunch it until it gets too hot for my hands. So you get the gist of that. Okay, so that's how I did the ribbon on this one, dyed it. Then what I'm going to do is, it's still wet, so I gotta wait for it to dry, is I'm gonna determine how much I want on here, and I'm just going to glue it down right in the middle, and then this will wrap around. Let me show you. Just like this. Ricky, stop. No. And it will tie right here. So it'll always be attached. Ricky, stop. No. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I think I'm going to do that. Wait for this to dry. In the very next video, which will be very short, is we're just going, and I'm going to determine what kind of lace I want down here. I have 3 or 4 different pieces of lace, and I'm going to look and see how they look, and we'll put the tags all in here. And I'm going to go shame that dog. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you back for the final one. All right. Bye-bye.